Finding the smallest number on an array is going to work the exact same way. In this case, it's as the array stands right now, it's going to be 2, so I'm going to bump this up to 12 just to show the difference. So in finding the smallest number, we're going to take integer min equals, once again, the numbers of 0. And then we're going to work our way through again. So remember, int I starting at 1, I is less than numbers.length and I plus plus, because we're still working through the array in a positive manner. We could also work backwards, but this is a safer way to look at it because there's always a first position. So now if numbers of I becomes less than the minimum, then min now equals the numbers of I. So it just passes the value over. So in this case, the answer should eventually be 3. And of course, I forgot to print it. And this ends for loop. This ends if. And the answer, of course, is 3. The exact same procedure as we showed at the end of the maximum, or find the greatest number one, where it goes right through, compares each number. And then finally, we're going to do one that shows the index of for each number. So what we want to find is when we type in a number, and I believe I still have a scanner created, which I do, we're going to find out the index number of that particular number. So system.out.println, enter a number, and so it will allow us to enter a number. We'll say integer find equals keyboard.nextInt, and that's the number we're going to be searching for. So we're going to, now if there are other numbers, like a couple repeat numbers, which this one does not have, it will return the first one that it finds. So I'm going to create another integer called index of find, just set equal to 0. And we're going to search the for loop. So, and where do I want to do this? Nope. Oh, we're okay. So for integer I equals 0, I is less than, once again, numbers.length, which is apparently gone out of eyesight view. There we go. And I plus plus. So now we're looking at if find absolutely equals numbers of I, then index of find equals I. Because remember, this I is the index number that we find. And then we'll go ahead and break it there so that it returns the first value. This ends the for, and this ends the if. These other two end the class. System.out.println index of find. Because we could always use this later, and sometimes we'll need to. So I'm going to go ahead, block out the other min print real quick. And I'm going to, if we don't find anything, then it's just going to return 0. So I'm going to change that to what it would have properly returned, which would be -1. So enter a number. I'm going to enter the number 8, and it found it at the 3rd position, which is correct. If I enter a number that's not there, I think 37 is not there, it returns -1, which is also correct. So that's how we can find the index numbers of a particular number. And that's also how we can find the smallest number within an array.